Oh, here's something that isn't nonsense. We got Mike Bender on the line. Mike is the owner of, I believe it's a Sprint phone. Isn't it Sprint?
Yes, it is.
You know where I would put my Sprint store?
Where?
Across the street.
Next to an Indian burial ground?
Yeah, exactly where you put yours. No, I would put mine across the street from a Marathon gas station. That's what I do.
Why is that?
Well, Sprint, Marathon, everybody.
Oh, okay.
Cover both ends. You know what I mean? Right. Hey, listen, before your dog went out to and dug up a body, is Brutus there?
Yeah, he's here. Yeah.
Can you put him on the horn?
I don't know that he responds well on the telephone.
We'll see what he says. What's he doing?
All right, where's Brutus at?
Well, once you get him, in the meantime,
okay.
I'll settle for your version of it. I'd really like to get the dog's eye view.
I spoke with him about it.
Okay, so then you can bring it. Yesterday or whenever it was, why don't you just tell us the story? Let me set it up. Mike Bender owns Brutus, the dog, who allegedly is found what they believe, and they're still not sure it's a human body. Are you sure it's a human body?
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind.
Okay, then go ahead and tell us exactly what happened. That you were sitting around on the porch swing whittling, and you let the dog out, and then what happened?
Actually, what had happened was, the girls, they step outside to smoke, and they bring the dog outside with them, and they've been excavating this area next door, demolishing some buildings. And he'd been trying to get down into the hole that they had dug for a couple of days.
Okay, what's the exact location? I suppose that would be crucial.
1714 Indianapolis Boulevard.
Okay, so are you
Northwest Indiana.
Almost in Whiting, or
we are in Whiting. We're Robertsdale, Whiting.
Okay, wait a minute. You and I are gonna argue, I guess. Are you in Hammond or are you in Whiting?
I am in Hammond physically.
Physically in Hammond, but you feel like you grew up in Whiting, like Debbie Wargo at WJOB.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so he's just, been wanting to get into that hole for a while, and we just wouldn't let him go down in there, and turned a blind eye to him. He went down into the hole on his own, came back into the store, had looked like he had either like little chicken bones or some rocks in his mouth or something. So my girlfriend Kim had removed some of it from his mouth, and it looked like chicken bones. She just discarded it.
Oh, wait a minute! Wasn't it a dead giveaway when the foot was connected to the bone?
No, the thing that gave it away was when we took the other piece of debris out of his mouth, and it had a ring on it.
Ah, no kidding.
I know chickens don't wear rings.
Now wait a second. Did it have meat on it, or was it just a finger with a ring around it? I mean, a bone.
It had a little meat on it, a little bit.
Okay, so my theory of it being an Indian, it must have been a recent Indian.
No, he didn't say it was. No, it wasn't an Indian because when he eats Indian, he usually gets a bad case of diarrhea, so it wasn't an Indian.
Right, a curry powder all over the doghouse.
Right, yeah, it wasn't an Indian.
Was it a Mexican?
No, because he usually spits that out. So I'm thinking it might have been maybe from this neighborhood, maybe somebody maybe Polish or German.
The Chinaman?
Could have been a Chinaman.
You better check. You have a Chinese restaurant over there?
We do, right on the corner, absolutely.
All right. Well,
you tell them no MSG.
You better,
no MSG and no people. Please.
Okay, so back.
No Soylent Green.
Back to Brutus. Brutus, he goes back. Is he going and bringing back bone by bone, or was he really into it, or what?
He had done that, so I took him back over there and I asked him, physically, I'm like, find your bone, get the bone. He dug around. There was a piece of plastic kind of embedded into the ground. He, at that point, was pulling at it with his teeth, so I, kind of moved him out of the way, and then I unveiled a skull.
Oh, no kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any handcuffs or anything like that in the hole? Or nothing
no
like
handcuffs, no whips, no chains, nothing.
No weapons?
No weapons, no clothes, but just...
no clothes, huh?
Yeah, no clothes either.
How's your biology? How'd you do in biology?
Pretty good.
Was it a man or a woman?
Was it a guy's
I
ring
believe
or
it's a woman
ring?
for two reasons. It has long hair, but that doesn't mean it's not a hippie. But and the ring is definitely a woman's.
Okay, I'll tell you.
The woman's ring.
Maybe an Indian, or it could be a homosexual.
Now, it used to be a bait and tackle shop, and this was definitely buried in the crawl space of the bait and tackle shop.
No.
Yeah, and this was not bait or tackle.
No kidding. This was in the crawl space of.
That is correct.
Did Gacy own that? Who owned that place? Gacy?
I'm not sure. I don't even know if he was a clown.
No.
Was he a politician?
Well, if he was, there'd be more than one body in there.
Ah, you're right.
How long ago has how long has it been since there's been a bait shop over there?
Over 10 years. Oh, there's Brutus.
Hey, Buster. I mean Brutus.
There's Brutus.
Is Brutus a guy or a girl, dog?
Brutus is a boy.
Yeah.
He'll be 2 in November.
Okay, I did see a photo of Brutus. Pretty good looking dog, really.
He's a handsome fella.
Yeah, he's not bad at all. Now you said the long hair on the skeleton, on the skull.
Mm-hmm.
Did he bring everything back? When did the cops show up?
At first they were a little, they get these kind of phone calls regularly. They said it usually turns out to be animal bones or somebody who may have been a hunter and things of that nature. And I says, well, are you guys sure? And I says, because if this is a deer or something, it's got a funny-looking skull, looks kind of human. So the police officer came out, and he looked into the position where I told him that the skull was at, and he definitely radioed back to the police station that it was a skull. And at that time, they quarantined off the area. It's a crime scene now.
Now, are they doing like a dig over there?
Well, they actually have some anthropologists coming from tomorrow from Indianapolis.
Really?
And he's supposed to be one of the top in the state or the country. I'm not sure which it is, but yeah, he's coming out tomorrow, and I guess they're gonna do like a little Egyptian dig back here.
Was Phil Pop over there?
I'm sorry?
The coroner, Tom Philpops, was he over
there?
Sure
is.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was out here.
Was he?
Mm-hmm.
What was he doing?
Nothing. I don't think they're just kind of surveying the situation,
Kind of walking around. Was he pretty sure that he was dead?
I didn't see him take a pulse.
Oh, jeez.
I couldn't find any the carotid artery.
I mean, I know this is.
Get a blood sample.
I'm hoping that this person has no living relatives because this is pretty brutal.
Oh yeah.
I don't want you finding me in no crawl space. Jeez,
I don't want you finding me in the crawl space of a bait shop.
I can see this. They got it cordoned off over there. And are they still? Is the dig still going on?
They haven't begun yet. They've actually put a tarp over the remains that they did see, and they're not touching anything until the proper people get down.
All right, because I'm coming over there with a pit helmet tomorrow and probably a paintbrush. They use paintbrushes a lot.
Maybe that's
to
one
sweep
of
the
Drew
bones.
Yeah, bring a paintbrush and a little trowel.
Yeah,
there you go.
What kind of ring was it? Was it a nice ring?
No, because if it was, I don't think they would have got it back.
Yeah, it was just a ring.
No, I mean actually it was a gold ring. It had a little like a little setting on top, and there was a small, maybe like a birthstone in there. Like it looked like a blue or a bluish black, like maybe a little opal or something. Are you thinking
Brutus might have pawned it if it was a good one?
I think he was trying to give my girlfriend a ring.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Go down to the Brutus at the pawn shop. Hey.
Yeah, well, he sees all these signs everywhere. Bring in your gold, and I think that's what it attracted him.
And well, let's let you play anthropologist. What do you think? How old do you think the skeleton was? Not how old the person, but how long do you think this thing was in there?
Rough guesstimate, I'd say anywhere from, I'm saying 8 years plus, at least 10 years or so, I would think, because just there's so much decomposition, decomposition.
Right.
And although there was still some kind of fleshy material on the hand, but it could have been because it was wrapped in plastic.
You guys should have waited till Halloween for this thing, really.
Oh, man.
Well, by then, today they were supposed to fill that hole with dirt.
Uh-huh.
So it would have been covered up. I mean, maybe there was some guy out there sweating it. Maybe there's some 80-year-old guy out there sweating this ordeal, saying they're tearing the building down, and is wondering if they're going to find that body.
Oh, yeah. Well, they definitely need to go over to the Greyhound station, wherever it is, and nab somebody. Just haul them all in, man. All the usual suspects.
Yeah, let's round them up.
I think it was maybe that Martin Fahey guy, the bum that lived under the bridge. I think he probably killed this person, drug it over there and buried it. All right, Mike. Well, thanks so much for your eyewitness account, and maybe Brutus has a new career
right
on his hands.
Want to say goodbye, Brutus?
Brutus. Jeez. All right. Thanks, Mike.
See what I mean about these dogs?
Keep that dog away from me. Have a good one, buddy.
Yeah, take it easy, guys.
All right, I'm gonna have to get over there. I need a new phone anyway.
You see what I mean about these dogs?
Son of a.